weird format. What do you make of not even knowing what a big goal that was at the time?
I think it's kind of been a theme in our last couple of games that added time, last 10 minutes, playing for however long, we've kind of been ready for it. And I think the staff's done a tremendous job of preparing us for this since preseason started. The fitness side of things, keep going, keep pushing. You can see in training, competition's been big. And, so it doesn't surprise me that, we've seen kind of some results late in the games. And I think that's hopefully, just continues, the trend continues as the season progresses.
Weird vibe when you tie a game but move on and everyone keeps saying, we wish we would have won. But, I mean, moving on is the goal.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a result that gets us to the next round. We don't want to concede a goal and make things interesting the last 6-7 minutes. But at the end of the day, we got the result that what was needed to get to the next round.
Sean, you talk about being a versatile player who can play at all different positions, but today you look like a leader, especially in that back line when you slow down looking upfield. So can you talk about stepping into that type of role, leadership role?
Yeah, I think the staff has really challenged me in that aspect of it this year, to continue to look far to see close. And I think with the way we played tonight, I think it was kind of it made things a little bit easier. Having Steven and Cheba next to me, a lot slowed it down at some instances, but then when there's moments to go, we went, and I think it created some dangerous opportunities. And wish we would have scored some more goals. But I think at the end of the day, it was kind of a well-rounded performance from everyone to get the result at the end of the day.
And you got some key defensive stops. So can you just talk about how you've improved in that back line?
Yeah, I think day by day in training, kind of the reps that we take, working on box defending with the coaches and with the back line, kind of growing more comfortable as the season goes on, from last year to this year, and then each day. So just kind of getting more comfortable within the system and back there, and kind of leaning on guys who have more experience back there to help me as well.
Sean, were you intentionally coaxing the press from Houston so deep and looking to break that first line of pressure?
Kind of, yeah. It was the staff always tells us to pause and to draw them in. And in the first half in particular, they really kind of sat off. And so just standing there with the ball and trying to draw them out more to create space for whether it was a bounce into Derek to play out to Steven or Cheba, or to look behind that line into Cucho or Christian to break that first couple lines of pressure and then to go.
The connectedness between you and the midfield line, whether it's Darlington and Aiden or Aiden and Derek, it doesn't matter. How important is that communication so that you've got those outlets when you invite the press the way you did tonight?
Yeah, it's huge. Our staff talks a lot about diamonds, and as long as we have those, I think when you have the ball, it makes everything a lot easier. So it's kind of leaning off each other, the movements from each other, and then it creates more space and makes things a little bit easier to play from back to front.
The other day you talked about how you guys are staying fresh in this stretch of 5 games in 15 days. You're almost through it at this point. How are you feeling, and how confident are you that you guys will be fresh once again for the 5th game?
Yeah, I think at any long stretch of games, you're going to feel soreness, you're going to feel tight. There might be a little fatigue setting in, especially late in games, but I think just keep pushing. We've been going since preseason. Coach have really stressed the fitness, and we knew the stretch of games was going to come. So we had the mentality from day one to prepare for these days, for these games. So I think everyone's ready mentally and physically to continue to do what we need to do to take care of our bodies, and then look forward to Saturday.
Take 2 more for Sean. We're all set.
Good. Thank you, Sean. Thanks, buddy.